I remember meeting with my assistant coach at Pepperdine. His name's Max. He is a sports psychologist, and he had me write down a list of all the things that I wanted, out of my pro career. And then he had me write this list of the things that I wanted, like, for that season, that first season going in. And he basically told me, he was like, if you look at the things you want for the future and the things that you want currently, there's some things that kind of conflict, because the things you want in the future require you to have experienced things. And he said, but if you look at the things that you want now, those are things that are attainable. And he was like, if you focus on achieving the things that you want now, that is going to set you up for the things that you want later. And at times it's hard for us to like compartmentalize, and we get caught up in, oh, this is what I want to be. This is what I want people to know me as. This is what I want out of my life, or this is what I want, for my instance, out of my pro career. But I think that first season especially, I did a good job of seeing what I wanted for that season and really not looking too far ahead. Because if you plan too far ahead, you kind of set yourself up for disappointment sometimes, because things get thrown into the equation that you weren't accounting for. Did I think I was going to have back-to-back ACL tears? No, not at all. So it's like having gone through that experience set me up for understanding things later in my career, just as an example. But after having that kind of session with him of talking about that and sharing with him like my dreams of what I want and the dreams that I want currently, really helped me keep kind of like a firm foundation of, I need to be really good about kind of staying true to myself and really like living into these things that I want and desire right now. And then hopefully doing that will set me up at some point to achieve the things that I want later down the road. So I'd say that's probably was a huge thing for me going into that whole experience, and something that I still think about to this day, that I hold dear to me, because I just think it's so applicable. And that goes for anyone. That doesn't have to go for just a pro athlete. I feel like that's just a good thing in life to have a grasp on. So yeah, I think that's huge. Something I definitely still think about for sure. So it's so important. If you think too far ahead, I really think you kind of just set yourself up for disappointment. So got to just live in the now.